smile comes in handy,
Mhm.
and it's something that I really use as the first impression.
But
you
some
know.
people fake the smile. Are you one of those?
Not really. I think I'm
Eh,
a very people-oriented person. That's
okay.
what makes me very personable and
Mm.
easily go well with people. So I think that's something that comes so easy for me. And
That is something that comes so easy for him.
Yes.
And he is going to be sharing that in just a bit. Kigali in the morning. We're coming into the last hour. I was going to say the last fourth hour of the show.
It's the last hour
17
of the
after
show.
9 a.m. Wednesday Money Matters. Talk about money. And like I said, customer experience
It's part of money.
is what people pay
Mm.
after using. Service providers
Mm.
give an experience to customers.
Mm.
When the customers are happy,
Mm.
they pay
Mm.
happily.
Mm.
And then the entity gets the money.
Mm.
So you see money is circulating. It's a system. It's going to be taking us into that. But before that, Bank of Kigali is telling you something very important.
Hey, Bank of Kigali is telling you that if got you the Urubuto pay school fees. You know we're going to pay school fees very soon. We parents. I know you're not among them, but I'm speaking of parents, you know.
How sure are you? I'm paying for somebody as well.
Yes, so Bank of Kigali is telling you that pay school fees the easy way with Urubuto Pay from Bank of Kigali. Anytime, anywhere, no queues, no stress. Just fast, secure payments with instant, confirmation. For schools, it's simple, easy collection and real-time tracking. Urubuto Pay, convenience, of course, at your fingertips. Call 4455 or 0788 510 666. For more information, call them on those numbers.
Then you had Body on Me, Akon, and of course Ashanti and the group. It's one of the other classics. You see, today we're giving them a few classics.
Hey,
some of those songs they're going to be enjoyed, bring back the memories, reminiscing a little bit.
That's a must.
So the legends are back, the memories will be there, and the music is what makes it a good mixture. So we should be getting ready for the 7th edition of All These Music Festival. Bring the timeless hits from 70s, 80s, 90s.
Let me hope you've informed your tailor,
Yeah, I was
for
telling
the bell bottoms, eh?
I was telling Kagame
That what
about the upgrade
hey.
that's gonna be happening.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And so if you're born in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s, not the Gen Zs, please, but Gen Zs can also come and see what the goofy guys do. This year we bring you Kenya's legendary artist, Wiley the Love Child, performing alongside DJs Nano, DJ Fresh Friday, and DJ Infinity, as well as DJ RY, the famous DJ RY, taking you through the decades of unforgettable music. And we should not be able to forget the vintage outfit like you're talking about, Arafat. All These Music Festival is going to be happening this Saturday, 25th of July, 2026 at Kigali Universe. Tickets are available at www.sync.events. Sync is SINC. So www.sync.events / the oldies. That way you'll be able to get your tickets immediately. All These Music Festival is where music is going to be meeting the memories. Talking about memories and service.
Talk about memories and
There's
service.
one place where you can go and get the best service and the great
You
memories.
always come to Kigali Paramount Hotel, my brother. I'm telling you, the World Cup is over, but the place is still there to give you all the best services they're looking for. So looking for the best place to enjoy with your friends, your colleagues, and relatives and people. If you have to have a share meeting with people like Kagame and many others, just come at Kigali Paramount Hotel. They've got delicious food, fresh, refreshing drinks, and of course the customer care we talked about, that we're going to be talking about here. It's the only place you get all that. So if you want to come to the same place, please call them at +250 794 425219, or you can email them at reservation@kigaliparamounthotel.com. Come to that place.
So, Mr. Kagame Stephen is the managing director, Outstanding Solutions Africa. Rafa talks about CX, that's customer experience. After this has really drawn a lot of attention. And also trending again last week until the president also addressed the political bureau of the RPF in Watanyi. It's something that actually drawn a lot of attention, and we thought it is very important for those of you who are interested into improving the service and also leading into experiences that are unforgettable, lasting memories that are going to be paying because somebody will come back from the service given them. They will even recommend the others. That's why we thought Mr. Kagame Stephen would come and help us. Arafat, let's get into this.
Yes, Mr. Kagame. First of all, you're most welcome. Seriously,
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
We've
to
been
be
looking forward to have you here on the show to talk about customer experience. But allow me to start it this way: that I mean, many Rwandans appreciate, the service delivery in Rwanda, especially in public services. We've seen improvements coming up. We've seen, improved service delivery, especially in public service. But we continue to see, poor service delivery and customer care in, especially in private services. And one is wondering, what have you discovered as the main obstacle for the poor service delivery that even the president himself has continued to narrate about, has continued to talk about in most of the meetings that he tends to have?
It's become a song, actually.
It's become a song.
An incurable disease. Is it a virus?
It's curable, but I think we just need to understand it from a root cause analysis. I like the fact that you've mentioned that the public sector is doing well, and that's commendable to the government, because I realize that governance is top tier to creating systems and infrastructure that can enable service delivery, which government has excelled at. But there's a clear dichotomy between the digitization evolution that we are in as a country and the actual experiences that people experience when they interact with our brands. You've talked about the private sector struggling, but it doesn't take away the fact that we are also struggling in some areas in the public side, and this is going to be tied to the mindset, because you see, I can take you to fish, but if I've not taught you how to fish, you will struggle to fish. So let's firstly talk about the things that we have excelled at as a country. When it comes to the global PR, you see we sit at a very good stage. The reputation the country has is really amazing. Looking at our history and where we are right now, you realize that something has changed about how we are perceived on a global stage.
Very true.
And that is kudos to the government. But now when it comes to getting people to come to Rwanda, because to be honest, statistics tell us we are doing well in terms of numbers. The tourists that are coming to this country, skipping all these big economies we are seeing around us to just come to Rwanda, only shows that we have excelled on the marketing part. But there is more to that.
What is that?
And that is the part of how do we make sure these people are retained. And for someone to say that I want to come back to Rwanda, something fascinating must have happened to them when they got into the country. And that is something that we need to have control over. So getting to your question of where are we falling short? And I think you had mentioned about my story with you about customer experience. When customer experience is all encompassing, what I mean by this is it's an end-to-end experience. From the time I see the Visit Rwanda campaign running on the billboards, I start to experience Rwanda. You get that? I imagine sitting in the Emirates Stadium, for those that are football supporters.
Or Villa Park.
Or Villa Park, yes. Aston Villa, Villa Park. And then I see it flashing. What comes to your mind if it were you, Angelo? You're seeing Visit
I should
Rwanda.
go to that place. If you're capable of spending your money,
Yes.
then you should say, wow, I must go to that place.
Exactly. Exactly. You're like, what's Rwanda? So that triggers attention, but curiosity to know what is this country about. You probably are going to go to your Google to search what's Rwanda about. So if I go and search and I realize that Rwanda has what we call a gorilla
Trekking, experience.
yes, that's going to be part of my bucket list. I'm like, hey, my next vacation, I want to spend it in Kigali. I need to go to Rwanda. And then the process I go through to book a hotel or to get to know who are the different DMCs that are offering services in Rwanda or the online
What are
tourism
DMCs?
agencies, this destination management company.
Companies, yeah.
Now that's all a journey. I'm this person, I'm a foreigner, I don't know what Rwanda is about, but I'm curious.
Mm.
By the time I make my booking through a third party, booking.com or Expedia, and I find a review about maybe one of the hotels we have here, maybe the Marriott or one and only Paramount, yes. So if I find the reviews and they're like, hey, it's a 4 out of 5, I'll be like, okay, let me look at what people are saying about this hotel. And then you see people saying, hey, the hotel has a good service, but maybe their communication is very poor. I'm skeptical. I'm like, let me try and check out another hotel. You get that? Because human beings are so inclined to social proof. For me to make a decision, I want to firstly confirm what has Arafat experienced when he firstly went to this hotel or this country. That's going to inform my decision. Because we are very risk averse, if you can put it in that sense.
That's true.
We don't want to be the first people to test something.
You want somebody to tell you that, hey,
No,
if you're going to buy a car, what do you ask?
You don't want to be the first person to take the risk on that thing.
Exactly.
You want someone else to be the sacrifice for you to come.
yesterday I was buying a percolator, so I asked him,
Yes.
Arafat, do you think it's the best? He said, no, that's okay.
Yeah.
I had to get recommendation from him.
Yes.
Just
I
imagine.
couldn't take the decision solidly as Angelo.
Yes.
Then I went to him like, Arafat, do you think it's okay? Like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Take that.
Yeah.
That is somebody referring.
Exactly.
Can you imagine? You asking me as if I was the manufacturer.
Can you imagine?
Look at you.
But because maybe you've used it before and you know how it is
I
working.
know,
Yes.
that's it.
So that gave you a bit of psychological safety
Thank
to know
you.
that, hey, I need to go for this.
That is what you're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
So I'm just taking you through the journey of this, American or Scottish man or anyone that is trying to understand what Rwanda is about. So if they get and they see a 4.5 or 4, they'll be like, okay, I think I need to book from this hotel. So they make the booking, they get the confirmation, everything. And then they probably want to confirm which tour company is going to take me through the country. So all that is provided by those different agencies because it's a network, it's an ecosystem. So now I'm actually set to move. Probably 2 months, 3 months, I'm already
You're going to
en route.
board.
Yes. So I get onto that plane, get to Kigali, Kanombe. There's different people I'm interacting with when I get there. Probably it's not Rwandair. It's a different airline that I'm working with. I'm using. So once I get to Rwanda, I start to experience it. Even when I'm still in the air, I'm already experiencing this country called Rwanda.
There are some people who even have air quality measurement.
You can imagine.
Measurement, kits. Some people carry kits, by the way, to measure the quality of the air.
You get it.
Know?
So I land, and then I get through the checkpoints and everything.
And then drove to hotel.
Yeah, but remember, at every touch point of that journey, I'm interacting with human beings. And every human being is treating me based on how they are feeling in that moment. So if I told the immigration guy had a bad night, and then I get there and the guy is he's doing whatever he's doing, but he's like on remote control. And that's the part I wanted to talk about, the part of being transactional to now being empathetic. We are very transactional. We know what is written in the book, and we try to follow what is written
follow
in
the
the book.
guideline.
Yes. So that has created a rigidity in how we deal.
Robotic functioning.
Robotic functioning, if I would call it that way. And that's a problem already. Because if at all I'm not able to psychologically read the atmosphere to know that, hey, I see this person flinching. I see this tourist. He's probably facing down. His facial expression is telling me he's not fine. I should, out of courtesy, ask him, hey, are you okay? He's here to just get you to, sign off.
And by the way,
you get it.
Allow me to cut you short there.
Yeah.
I like what you just said, that immediately after landing at the immigration should be the entry point to show the quality that you will find inside the country.
Exactly.
Because honestly, if you can see through your computer, through your systems, that this person is the first time he's coming to Rwanda.
Yes.
So use that opportunity to inform this person that where you're going is safe. So be the entry point to communicate the customer care that this person should expect in the country. I like
true.
that so
That's
much.
true. That's true. And that's the part of critical thinking.
The first impression.
First impression. I like what you said. First impression. it's written and it's said that to correct a wrong first impression will take you 22 encounters.
What?
22.
Repeat that.
To correct a wrong first impression will take you 22 encounters with that person you have actually
So you can
experienced
correct what you did the first time.
to correct it, yes.
That's a long time.
And that's how dangerous it
And you
is.
have lost a lot.
Actually, it's an impossible action because this person won't come back to this country 22 times.
Definitely.
No, it's impossible. So
Definitely.
that means we can rule it out that correcting the first bad impression is impossible. Bro, no.
Practically, yes.
Yes. We can see that. Is this person going to come back in this country 20 times so that you can correct that? That's not possible.
So that's the challenge. And for me, what I define as customer experience is for you to be able to understand the environment you're in. We are all brand ambassadors. This person
Like
has
that.
come to Rwanda and they're experiencing Rwanda by just having a conversation with you. How you show up at work is already giving an impression about the entire country. So our brand promise, the one that we gave when this person saw the Visit Rwanda, brand flashing, is starting to now, get a reality to it. We like to call that the moment of truth.
That's true.
You promised me this, but I'm experiencing something different from what I expected. Because what you promised sets the expectation so high. So I've gotten to the airport, but this person doesn't seem to represent what you promised. So I'm already starting to have issues. Remember, we are emotional beings. So the customer is going to feel a certain way at every touch point. So from the airport to the person going to take him to the hotel, the cab guy, how are they speaking? How are they communicating to these tourists? And trust me, all that is a story to tell. If it's good, it's going to be a good one to go out there. If it's a bad one, you're going to struggle to correct that. So I get to the hotel, I meet the frontline team. It's like they are not aware that I'm coming. Just imagine that I booked. Remember, I booked. You sent me a confirmation message that
And there's
hey,
an expectation you have in your mind.
exactly. I got there, then this person is already fidgeting.
It's looking aghast. We used to
Exactly.
call it that.
Exactly. So that is already telling me a story about Rwanda the brand.
That's very deep, man.
So everyone that is at the customer facing frontline, level, we need to know that we are actually carrying the entire national brand on our shoulders. And that's the reality.
I like that.
So if I get to the airport, and airport is actually very crisp and good, but when I get to the hotel, it's a whole different story. It doesn't change the fact that Rwanda is having issues in its service delivery. It's because we are so inclined to bad experiences.
So you've mentioned it that it's an end-to-end experience.
It's end to end.
It's an end-to-end experience.
Yes.
It should not be just put in one specific, let's say if it's hospitality hotels, it should
Yes.
not only be there. Should be in migration, should be in, in
Everywhere.
transport, should be everywhere, so
Everywhere.
that this person get a whole packaged service.
That's it.
I want to ask about something very important.
Yes, Angelo.
Speaking passionately about the services our country offers, the passion we use or we deploy or we depict while we're speaking about what we offer, and then the zeal, the commitment, getting into the nitty-gritties,
Yes.
the applicability
Yes.
of applying that, which is expected. Because now it gets to, okay, this is what we've promised. Now we get to the applicability.
Yes.
That you called it reality.
The reality. Yes.
You get
the moment of truth.
what are we supposed to do? And now in this case, it gets to the managers or supervisors.
Yes.
And now ask the individuals, who have actually the individuals who have these values. For example, is gukundu murimo. Would you gukundu murimo when you're not doing what that murimo wants or requires? Because that is now in the service that we deliver.
Yes.
Because these are jobs that we do
You're
and we
right.
get paid for that.
You're right.
How do we get now that yes, the expectations are here, the clients are there, how do we grab them from the service we are offering? What is supposed to be done? All those sectors, supervisors, the employees, and the authorities themselves as well. Now let's get to that. Now that's the real experience.
Yeah, that's true. And I like your question. I was actually coming to that. So it's powerful that you've mentioned that, Angelo. Why? Because everything that we are seeing rises and falls on leadership. Like one leadership expert says, Jesse Maxwell, he says that everything rises and falls on leadership. Everything. So if I told the CEO of this hospitality brand or telco or bank is not aligned in terms of this is the vision and I embody it as a leader, I'm very customer centric. As human beings, we learn by observing. Yeah. So if I tell you that we are customer first and that we treat customers this way, I want to see you doing it.
The
with
muturage
me.
kwisonga.
Exactly. That's exactly what that's the song we keep singing. So if at all internally in your organization you don't treat your employees with a certain courtesy, they are definitely going to treat your customers that way.
That's deep, Arafat.
Employee experience will affect how customers experience your brand. That's definite. It's like you can't give what you don't have. You get that? If at all,
that's true.
You are an employer, but the values internally are not depicted in the way they have to be depicted.
The culture.
They are just written on boards. We have vision boards, we have all these nice values, the branding is all good. But when it comes to your culture internally, it is not serving when it comes to your internal customers who are your employees. So that means if you don't treat me well, however good I am a person, I'm going to treat your customer with a bit of detachment that I'm experiencing internally. If you ever want to know a broken organization internally, just look at how they treat customers. Just observe. If you want to know how broken a system is, just look at how they treat customers. So, Angelo, to answer your question, it's important for us to actually build solid cultures internally that make people look forward to coming to work on Monday.
So has now the problem moved from, because it's clear now that
There's a shift.
tracing from leadership.
Yes.
And now it has moved to people.
Yes.
But also there are three things that we should talk about here. There is leadership, there is systems, and there is the people themselves.
Yes.
So after the leadership fails, it shifts to the people who are supposed to deliver the services.
Yes.
Can't the systems in place redraw that?
Yeah, I mean, that's very powerful. So this is how we're actually going to be able to correct the gaps that we have. Firstly, it's going to require educational support. That's where we have the trainings. But it's going to also require systemic support. And that's what you're talking about. So systems in place, and I think we've been able to excel at that as a country. When you look at Irembo, I read somewhere they say that we've done over 50 million transactions already through the platform. Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a clear digital infrastructure that has already been set to reduce on friction. That if I want to access a particular service, be it a passport, be it an identity card, there's a platform where everything is in one place.
Arafat, that's not money. It is the number of services offered.
Yes.
People seeking service through that platform.
Very true.
50 million transactions have been done so far, and many more. So that shows you that there's an efficiency that has been created, and customers struggle. If there's effort that I need to take to get a service, I'm already feeling frustrated because of that. The government has alleviated those pain points by creating a platform where you can find all things in one place. But here's the problem that we have as a people, Abanyarwanda, we are very averse to giving feedback. You get that? We have a cultural aversion to giving feedback, and so the people that are offering a very poor service are literally going to become complacent because no one is telling them you're doing it the wrong way.
That's where the problem is.
That's where the problem is.
It's one of the things that
you need to say that again to be honest.
You get it?
Yes.
The brands you talked about, both the public and private sector, they are complacent because they are not getting feedback from the Rwandans that are experiencing their services. And why? It's because we are culturally averse to telling people they are wrong. And I think you need to agree with me.
Very true.
If
We're
Angelo,
so
does
lizard-
Arafat tell you that this is wrong with you, you need to change? Maybe because
Him, he
he's your
does.
brother. He does. But trust me, if someone never gets to tell you your blind spots or your gray areas, you're going to struggle to improve. So we can't cosmetically deal with it.
Is that normal? And can't it, because, well, I come to this because
Yes.
my professor at university told me that culture changes. It's not static.
Yeah.
Depending on what people agree, that in our society, this and this and this, we are seemingly adapting to it. So let's agree, let's accept it. So, meaning, there are some cultural practices that may change a bit.
That's true.
And it's evident today. There are things we are doing today that we never used to do back then.
Yes.
Maybe because of technological advancement and whatsoever.
Yes.
What about that? Can that now remain embedded in our beliefs culturally that Abanyarwanda, we are like this? No. Can't it, especially considering the fact that times have changed and they're requiring us to adapt to the demand of what we have put out in the public?
Yes.
Can't we adjust and adapt? And if we can, what do we need to do? Help me answer this after this.
Yeah.
Muri iyi minsi Canal Box iri gukorera abakiriya bashya installation ku buntu. Hitamo ifatabuguzi rikunogeye n'umuryango wawe mubashe gukoresha uyu munsi interinete yihuta yizewe kandi itagira imipaka. Ku bihumbi 25 gusa uhabwa interinete iri ku muvuduko wa megabyte 50 ku isegonda. Washaka kunyeruka kurushaho ugahitamo ifatabuguzi rya premium riguha umuvuduko wa megabyte 200 ku isegonda. Downloading application ya Canal Box igufasha kwigenzurira niba umuyoboro wa Canal Box ugera aho utuye. Ntucikwe ni promotion izamara igihe gito aho wakorerwa installation ya Canal Box ku buntu. Hamagara 8600 cyangwa 0788198100. Ushobora no kwegera umucuruzi wemewe wa Canal Plus. Canal Box igisubizo cya interinete mu rugo iwawe. Impinduka na Canal Box.
And now Urubuto Pay from BK of Bank of Kigali is telling you that pay school fees the easy way with Urubuto Pay from Bank of Kigali. Anytime, anywhere, no queues, no stress. Just fast, secure payments with instant confirmations. For schools, it's simple, easy corrections and real-time tracking. Urubuto Pay, convenience at your fingertips. Call 4455 or 0788 5101 666 for more information.
It's Gary in the morning, Wednesday Money Matters. Today we decided to, after Bill, we're talking about betting and, spending money habits easily, the best way, smart way. But now this hour, the hour of 9, we decided to dedicate it to customer service, customer experience. And we're with Mr. Kagame Stephen. Wow, giving us a very, very important. If you want to know what is happening, please advise your friends to go on YouTube and check out what's happening. We're at Roll FM 94.3, Kigali. We are live and across all those other social media platforms on X, Instagram, and also on TikTok, as well as Facebook. Before we went for that break, I brought in a very important. Can't we change? Are we sick? Can't it be cured? Can't we adapt? Because we need it now. Because we won't keep tolerating these negative comments. Because later on, I'm sure it's going to bring an impact. It's going to affect what we are selling against what they're experiencing. And then the recommendations. Yet we want to maintain that momentum.
Yeah, thank you, Angelo. I mean, that's a very powerful question. If I can look at it that way, the truth is that culture changes. Yeah, we've all heard of Rwanda is open, right?
By the way,
that means we are having an influx of different people into the country, and that is probably going to have a ripple effect on how we relate as citizens. So culture changes, but there has to be a system through which that is done. Because without standards, you can't change a culture. Yeah. And that's something that we can do. We've excelled at it. When it comes to cleanliness as a country, that's a brand identity, a smart city. So it took time to actually achieve that. Let's be real about it. You know, looking at the nation rebuilding journey and where we've reached, achieving that kind of identity or brand positioning, that Rwanda, when you talk about Kigali, it's a clean city.
Safe,
clean, all these things. That was built through concerted efforts by government and working with different people to make sure that there was a change in the mindset. 30 years, and we are here right now. So the mindset that we have of not giving feedback can change as well, because it's a behavioral aspect of our lives. And how is it going to change? We can incentivize voice of the customer as a country. We can normalize giving feedback. We can start with probably making it a public anonymity program where Angelo doesn't want to see his name in the people giving feedback, but he can give feedback. That when you get to Simba or whatever supermarket, you actually have an opportunity to give feedback at the checkout point, at the point of sale point. You should be able to give feedback. And it should take away your name from it. Let's begin with that. Because your voice is very important. And once it's frictionless, making it easy, people, QR codes, we're a digital first economy. Put QR codes at every point and encourage people to give feedback. But give them this messaging that, hey, your name is not going to appear. Just give feedback. We just need to know what we need to improve. Now, that one will be a motivation for people to actually incline to that kind of culture, but it will take time. It has to be a message we keep on giving people.
And what should happen when feedback is given?
Now, that's very powerful, because we get feedback and don't know what to do with it. So we need to also, work with, of course, right now, Rwanda Development Board is actually doing quite a lot of work in making sure that, when it comes to first contact resolution, that is done real time. But if at all I lodge in an issue, probably I've done that on a particular portal, and I get a confirmation that my issue has been received. I need to know who's actually following it up. So we need to have those trackers available. That, Angelo, you've lodged in your issue that I requested for a national ID and it's taking me ages to get it. Who is going to be the contact person you're going to be reaching out to know at what level has my issue reached? And then we need to have standard turnaround time for this resolution to take place. Now, if these things are set in a place where we have accountability, trust me, the people that are playing in this journey, they're going to have to be kicked out. Why? Because if at all I lodged in an issue and it's supposed to take me 2 days to get it resolved, and you're taking a whole week, whoever is responsible will probably have to, account for that. So
okay,
that way I think we can actually have that culture possible.
Kagame, help us understand, because this has been said many times, that at times it takes the boss for the company to have problems, but many people have said it's clear now that only one rude employee can really destroy the entire organization. How true is that? And how should really employers be conscious about at least even one single employer who is not performing at their best?
Yeah. So you're talking about the employee being the problem.
The problem, because now
Yes.
times the systems are working,
Yeah.
the institution has put in place everything,
Yes.
the leadership is really top notch,
Yes.
but we have problems, employees who have problems in the institutions.
Yeah.
How do we, because there are some companies that have really failed to uproot one rude, one non-performing employee, but who stands as the only employee actually that is performing? I don't know whether you get my point.
No, I get it. So Arafat, I like to deal with things from a root cause analysis. Yeah. If Royal FM is recruiting, who does Royal FM want to recruit to represent its brand? The who is very important. But how you get them into Royal FM is also very important. Because if at all now let me take it to a relationship perspective. You get it? You want to marry a certain woman. Yeah. Angelo, you probably want to marry. And in this particular case, there are things that you want in this person that align with your values. So you probably go through a dating period of trying to understand this person. You tell them, here is where I'm going, and I want someone to go with in this direction. You get that? And then eventually this person, you see all these nice things, but there's something that is actually falling short.
They're off the direction.
Yes. You're going this side, they have a few qualities, and you're like, but I'm going this side.
There's a certain
You get it? But they're looking this side. Like, let me get them. I'll get them to go where I want to go. You get it? Now, that's like an analogy that I can share. But trust me, as an organization, I define organizations as people. Arafat, you are an organization. So whoever you bring into your company has to represent the values that you represent. There are things that you can't train. You can't train empathy.
You cannot.
You can't train
Someone
it.
has to have it.
You have to have it. I'll give you an example. Singapore Airlines. And that's like a live example I would share with us. Singapore Airlines, in its onboarding process, they have what they call, it's called a social awareness test. You do the first interview of your technical knowledge of I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm all these things. But then they actually invite you for an impromptu event. And that event has executives, people that work for Singapore Airlines. And then these people are actually going to observe how you socialize with people. And that's an interview. They're just looking at how do you actually communicate? How do you connect with people? And for them, that is an indicator to believe whether you can actually join the team or not.
Someone actually has told me that even in the UK, when they are to employ in most hospitals,
Yes.
they do that same test. They make sure that they create a scene where you have to experience a frustrated client, a frustrated patient.
And they'll always be there, to be honest.
Yes,
Exactly.
100%.
a frustrated patient, they make sure that you handle that frustrated patient. They want to see how empathetic, how connect, how can you really calm down this person? Because losing one patient is the business losing. So they want to make sure that whether this person is frustrated or not, can you still retain the person?
Yes.
So it's very key that you're speaking about retaining. But now, because of time, you know, time rushes very fast when you're on air.
Yeah.
I want us to look at. I want you to walk us through the hotel. I've just knocked at the door of the hotel, or I'm just at the front desk of the hotel. You call it front office. I'm speaking to one of this person. Walk me through the experience that someone should really expect in a hotel that will be considered good customer care.
As in you, for example, because we literally are selfish. Naturally, we are. We want the best for ourselves. Now, as you,
Yes.
that impression you want.
Yeah. Now, being a first-time visitor, probably in a particular hotel, there's expectations I have. You know, first thing, I want to be seen. I want to be heard.
Attention.
You know, I want to be recognized that, hey, you've actually come to our hotel and thank you for choosing us. That has to be expressed with so much candor and humility that
You don't even have to say it.
I have to feel it. You get it. And I want to make sure that what I ordered for, probably what I booked for, is what I get. That's powerful.
They even know your name.
That's powerful.
Hey, Mr. Kagame, thank you so much for
Yes.
really choosing a hotel.
Yes.
We're here to help you.
That's powerful.
Good. Okay.
Just to even make it clear, the most beautiful sound every human being wants to hear is the sound of their name, pronounced the right way.
Thank you.
Angela, am I lying?
No.
So just imagine you know my name already. I've already given you my data. So it doesn't...
That's a win already.
It's a win already. Just to hear you calling my name, I've come from a place you don't even know about, but someone just calls your name. That's something that is giving me an impression that, hey, I belong.
This is somebody who has booked.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Now there's another person who hasn't. A walk-in.
A walk-in. Now, if I walk in, you probably want to feel like I am seen. You know, you can walk in and you can move around and you're like, where do I go? So
someone has to rush towards you and say,
emotional
hey, hey.
intelligence will teach you to actually read the nonverbal cues. You just look at Angelo looking in a direction he's not supposed to look, and you're like, Angelo, how may I help you?
In a polite way.
In a polite way.
In a
Don't tell
polite
him,
way.
hey, you are lost. Go inside.
That's what mostly they do. That's what they do, these people. They
You
say,
get it.
where are you going?
Where are you going? You get it.
They don't even say please. This way.
You get that, eh?
That way. Do you
Now,
know that that's
doesn't
where I
rub
want
well
to
with
go?
many people.
Yeah, I like
I'm
that.
sure it wouldn't rub well with you, Angelo. So
It
you
doesn't.
want someone to really treat you with some bit of candor, some bit of courtesy as well. That, hey, you matter to us, and I'd love to help you. And then they will give you their issue. Probably get them where to sit.
Show them.
But
Yes.
let's insist on someone who has booked, because this
Yes,
is the same
for the one
person.
who has booked.
This
yes.
is because this is the
yes.
same person who will give a review likely.
Exactly, yes.
That will tarnish away the whole.
And
the
they have
whole
an
hotel.
expectation
Yes,
already
yes.
because they booked because they saw a review that said you're 4.5 or 5 out of 5. So they get there and they probably have their room already booked and everything. So when I get to the front desk, I don't want to seem like when I get there, I want to make sure you expect me. And that's the part I said of welcoming me and showing me that, hey, we knew that you were coming. And here's a plan. Maybe this is your room, but you can have a seat and relax. And then I'll get you a juice just to relax. Maybe you've had a long journey coming here. Now, that is something that you're supposed to read. If the sun is scorching hot, what would this person need? A bottle of water. Or they probably need a glass of juice. Your boss won't tell you that give them a glass of juice. This is something you're supposed to read as a frontline staff. Person needs this. And that's proactive service. You don't teach that in a school. You can actually have it as emotional intelligence to know that this person's special expression tells me they have had a very bad day. This is how I need to treat them. Relax. Make them to feel like, hey, you're at home and we are taking care of everything. Customers want to the emotional drivers of loyalty are, you understand me. Everyone wants to be understood. The fact that you know my name, you know what I want, already shows me that you understand me. And then probably now I take you to your room, check you in. Your room is already set for you. Ask if they go through the entire service sequence.
Okay.
Take you through everything. Now, if at all I find that the fan is not working, or probably the AC is not working, or the toilet is not working, and I call, and you tell me I'm coming in 5 minutes.
Let it be 2 minutes.
Let it be 2 minutes.
It shouldn't be actually 5. Yes.
You get that? Make it swift. Because yes, I mean, we're not going to have things perfect.
So Kagame, if
Yes.
honestly, if you were to change one thing, let's say someone out there who was listening to this and is in service delivery, sector, and he feels like, really, I need to change something because I can see, because of what we've been doing, my company is not performing, but it's failing just because of poor service delivery. What is that one thing or two things that someone would walk away with this conversation we've had today that probably will actually help them, advance or increase their profits?
And this is in 20 seconds. I don't know. But let's climax on this, please.
I mean, I'll be direct. Fall in love with the customer. Fall in love with them like your entire business depends on it, because it does depend on it. Just fall in love with your customer. Make sure you anticipate the customer's needs before they come. So spend more time researching about the customer, knowing what they like, knowing what disturbs them. And then eventually have that already prepared for them before they come. Remove anything that would be a barrier to their journey. Trust me, you're going to see a growth in your return on investment. You're going to see growth in your business, and it's going to be sustainable.
Wow.
So just fall in love with your customer.
Wow.
I think that's a
Fall in
simple
love
start.
with your customer.
We can't end without you
Yes.
giving us your contacts.
Yes.
It would be an injustice because
Sure.
people might need this.
Sure.
Please share with us where people can find you.
Sure. Yeah, so at LinkedIn, Stephen Kagame. I'm very active on LinkedIn. And of course, Outstanding Solutions Africa. I am happy to also co-host a podcast called Voice of CX Africa. Please feel free to check it out. You'll find a lot of information. Voice of CX Africa. My contacts, +250 799 315 117, and you will get to me directly through that
So
number.
that again.
Hey.
Plus 250 799 315 117. That's Kagame,
Yes.
Stephen.
At Outstanding Solution, what you do, you give consultants on customer care and customer experience.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, we decided to do that because it's giving us free consultation. So you need to pay for this. But thank you so much for tuning in. It's Kigeli in the morning, taking a break until tomorrow. Mr. Kagame, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you
Looking
for
forward to
having
seeing
me.
you again. But from us to you, taking a break until tomorrow. Next up is the frequency. Then there's also the drive with Daria Kish. And later on, the link up with MC Tino. From me and Arafat, peace up. Blessed day. Good morning.
Your future begins at Mount Kigali University. Whether you dream of shaping your minds, telling powerful stories,